So Angelina Jolie is accusing Brad Pitt of abuse. Let's check out this story. So this is from TMZ's reporting. Angelina Jolie, more claims of Brad Pitt's alleged abuse on Jet. He says it's made up, exclusive details. We've spoken to sources close to Brad Pitt who are adamant he never choked any of their children and denies claims he lunged at any of the kids as well. The source says Brad took responsibility for his action years ago, but did not commit the newly surfaced allegations. Now, since we're talking about the newly surfaced allegations, it'll probably be important for you to know what the allegations are. So here are some other news organizations telling us what they are.
Angie was smiling with daughter Zahara in New York just hours before she filed a 17-page doc leveling explosive claims about their infamous airplane fight in 2016. Quote, Pitt choked one of the children and struck another in the face. He poured beer and red wine on them, and outside the plane door, Pitt again physically abused one of their kids.
Now, I've got some breaking news for you this morning. Angelina Jolie has made some shocking new allegations against Brad Pitt. In new court documents, the actress alleges Pitt choked one of the couple's children and struck another in the face.
According to the countersuit, a dispute on the plane started when Pitt accused the actress of being, quote, too deferential to their kids. Jolie's team then stated in documents, quote, when one of the children verbally defended Jolie, Pitt lunged at his own child and Jolie grabbed him from behind to stop him. To get Jolie off his back, Pitt threw himself backwards into the airplane seats, injuring Jolie's back and elbow. The children rushed in and all bravely tried to protect each other. The document adds, before it was over, Pitt choked one of the children and struck another in the face. Some of the children pleaded with Pitt to stop. They were all frightened. Many were crying. Once the family landed and was at the airport, Jolie told Pitt she was taking the children to the hotel. According to the countersuit, Pitt proceeded to scream at his then wife and, quote, pushed her down yet again.
So now, since we know what the allegations are, our Brad source says it's sad Angelina continues to rehash the same claims over and over again, adding inaccurate information and attention. It hurts the family. What's more, as we've reported before, multiple law enforcement agencies investigating the plane incident decided not to press charges against Pitt, and he was awarded a 50-50 custody of the kids at trial. Now, if you guys follow this channel, remember about a couple of months ago, we found that Angelina Jolie was suing the FBI over a 2016 plane incident, and come to find out, this is the reason why she was suing. It seems like there was information from that incident that was reported to the FBI, and Angelina Jolie needed the FBI to confirm that this had happened. Here is the article from April 2022. And it reads, is Angelina Jolie suing the FBI over a 2016 plane incident? And here in this article, you can see the suit filed under the Freedom of Information Act is seeking information about the agency's investigation of an incident of domestic violence that occurred several years ago involving plaintiff and her minor children as victims and witnesses. So now we have a better understanding of why Angelina Jolie was suing the FBI, because she wanted the information about, hey, give us all the reports and stuff of this incident. So when I have to sue my former husband for divorce or whatever, I can have the facts with me and verified by your, because they probably took witness statements, reports, and so forth and so forth. And she said, I want all that stuff so I can present it in court. That's why she was suing the FBI for the freedom of information. TMZ goes on to say Angelina is rehashing her infamous plane fight with Brad in their winery dispute. We will explain. As we reported, Angelina Jolie claimed Brad got physical with one of her kids and her on the private jet back in 2016. We've just heard those allegations. Something she says triggered their divorce. She repeated the allegations recently when she filed the lawsuit against the FBI to release the file on the plane incident. And this is what we just were talking about. The reason why she filed the lawsuit against the FBI for the information. Angelina now claims she was forced to sell her interest in the Chateau winery they own because of their divorce. They are currently in a legal dispute over whether she had a right to sell her interest to a third party without Brad's approval. So this is all about that money. As for why she's bringing up the plane incident again in the winery dispute, it's simply unclear, except for the fact that it relates to the divorce that made her want to sell her interest in the winery. Fact is, whatever happened on the plane will almost certainly have no impact on the legal claims she is making in the winery lawsuit. As for those claims, however, Angelina details again what she says happened on the jet. Again, you guys have heard those allegations already. She also says Brad poured beer on her and beer and red wine on the kids. And there's more. She says by 2019, she did not want to be in an alcohol-related business with Brad, given his past alcohol problems. So that's TMZ. So now we kind of have a full picture of what's going on. There's a dispute over a business arrangement for this winery that she sold. It seems that Brad is challenging the fact that, hey, you weren't supposed to sell it to anyone else without my approval. She did. They're suing. And now she's bringing this 2016 incident up as some type of defense in this winery lawsuit. Now, there's been a lot of people going out there saying Angelina Jolie is the new Amber Heard, which is obviously ridiculous at this point in time because we actually don't know all the facts. She's making an allegation. She's literally asking the police, hey, give us the reports, give us everything so I can show everybody. She says she has multiple witnesses. We haven't heard the witnesses. We haven't seen the FBI reports. Only thing we know are her allegations. And to just dismiss her and say that she's like Amber Heard, I think at this point is a little ridiculous, right? We have to go with the facts. Again, allegations are what they are. Anybody can allege anything, but we need to know the facts before we can make any judgment. And again, right now, we don't know the facts. We just know the allegations. So I would tell everybody to pause and wait before you start saying someone is lying and someone isn't lying until we have all the facts in front of us. And right now, she's telling a compelling story. She's asking the FBI for, their notes and stuff. And she says she has all these witnesses. So where do you find out if all that stuff is true? In a court of law. So hopefully she's made the allegations. Now it's up for her to prove it. And that's what happened with Amber Heard. Amber Heard made all those same allegations. Remember, she made the one about being on a plane and Johnny doing all that stuff in front of all those witnesses, but everybody in the plane was like, that didn't happen, right? Everybody on the plane was like, that's an obvious lie. That's an absolute lie. That's why I didn't believe Amber's plane story, because everybody else on the plane said it was a lie. And then all the other stuff, right? She had been beaten up and then the next day she has no bruises. So that was like a whole different, level of lying. Here, Angelina doesn't have the same motive. She's an A-level actress. She's not someone who's gold digging. She has all these great humanitarian things. Like she just went to Pakistan because of the flooding to help them out. So this is not someone who has a history of doing something like this and making up these outrageous allegations. So I think as of right now, we shouldn't pass judgment on either side. We shouldn't say Brad is guilty of this or she's just lying. We should wait for the evidence and see what we can ascertain. So with that, if you like my channel, you like what I just said, don't forget, like, share, subscribe, do all that great YouTube stuff. My name is Nate the Lawyer, and I'll still be covering this case. Hopefully, if it goes to trial, I'll be covering it wall to wall, so don't worry about it. And my question to you is, do you guys think this case is going to be bigger than the Johnny Depp Amber Heard? Because in the Johnny Depp Amber Heard case, you had an A-list actor, Johnny Depp, but essentially Amber Heard like a C-level actress. But now you have two A-list stars. And if this goes to trial, I think this is going to be a huge, huge story. But let me know in the comment section. I will see you next time. Peace.